英語で国内ニュースです。優しい英語で今日の出来事をお届けします。
Typhoon number 15 is expected to move very close to the Tohoku and Kanto Koshin regions on the 11th. Rain and winds are likely to grow stronger, bringing stormy weather. The weather agency is urging people to watch for landslides, flooding in low-lying areas, rising rivers, and violent winds. Check the latest information.
In Kumamoto Prefecture, 39 people have died in the earthquake, including people suspected of dying from disaster-related causes. As of 7:30 a.m. on the 10th, 6,165 people were staying in evacuation centers, according to the Prefectural Disaster Response Headquarters.
3 people were reportedly swept away by the sea in Nishikan Ward, Niigata City, shortly after noon on the 10th. The Coast Guard and firefighters rescued all 3 and took them to a hospital. 2 were unconscious, according to officials. The circumstances of the incident are being investigated.
A hacker group may have released more than 200,000 files containing personal information after a cyber attack on frozen food maker Nichirei. The group, calling itself Ransom House, posted access to business documents and personal data on the dark web. Nichirei said it knows more information was released, but declined to comment.
A South Korean cybersecurity company says the North Korean hacker group Kimsuky may be developing AI tools for cyber attacks. The tools could automate attacks, analyze stolen data, and create more convincing phishing messages. Researchers also found tools for local AI models and document searches. They say the findings have not been independently verified by a third party.
Police in Chiba Prefecture have arrested a 54-year-old woman on suspicion of killing her 89-year-old mother in Aisumi in August 2024. Investigators suspect she strangled her mother between about 2 and 4:40 p.m. The daughter denies the charge and says she did not kill her mother.
Police in Kobe have rearrested a 50-year-old woman on suspicion of killing her former husband around December 2011. His remains, cut into pieces, were found in a freezer at an apartment in June, about 15 years after his death. Investigators suspect he was strangled and suffocated. The woman is refusing to speak.
The number of corporate bankruptcies in Japan reached 1,028 in July, the highest monthly total this year. It was the second straight month above 1,000, a pattern not seen in about 14 years. Total debt was about 236.3 billion yen. 93 bankruptcies were caused by rising prices.
In fiscal 2025, disasters covered by Japan's Disaster Relief Act reached 13, the highest number in the past 30 years. 8 involved typhoons or heavy rain, making up most of the total. Over 30 years, 161 disasters received coverage. The act allows national and prefectural governments to fully pay for evacuation centers and rescue work.
次は社会のニュースです。
Typhoon number 15 is expected to come very close to and possibly make landfall in the Kanto and Tohoku regions on August 11th. It is taking an unusual westward path from the east toward Honshu. Heavy rain and strong winds are possible, followed by an approach to Hokuriku. People traveling during the holiday period should check updates.
Just after noon on August 10th, a report said that 3 people had been swept away at sea in Nishikan Ward, Niigata City. The Niigata Coast Guard and firefighters rescued all 3 and took them to hospitals. 2 of the rescued people were unconscious, according to the report.
A solar energy company president is suing the government for 11 million yen, saying a Tokyo prosecutor's office investigator used illegal interrogation methods and called him an anti-social force. The court played about 70 minutes from 205 hours of recordings. His lawyer criticized the questioning, while the government says it stayed within acceptable limits.
Police in Chiba have arrested a 54-year-old woman on suspicion of killing her 89-year-old mother in Izumi in August 2024. She denies the accusation. Police allege the daughter strangled her mother at home on August 5th. An autopsy found death by suffocation from pressure on the neck. A guard found the body the next evening.
Disasters covered by Japan's disaster relief law reached 13 in fiscal 2025, the highest number in the past 30 years. 8 involved typhoons or heavy rain, 3 involved earthquakes, and 1 each involved a large fire and heavy snow. Officials say global warming is increasing heavy rain, requiring stronger preparation nationwide.
Police in Osaka recorded 227 non-consensual sexual assault cases in the first half of 2026. The number has risen for 2 straight years since a 2023 legal revision. Nationally, cases rose by 318, or 16.4%, from the same period last year. About 40% of victims are children or teenagers.
August 9th marked 81 years since the atomic bombing of Nagasaki. At a peace ceremony in the city, Mayor Shiro Suzuki delivered a peace declaration. He said, "Humanity and nuclear weapons can never coexist." He called for Nagasaki to be the last atomic-bombed city, making this pledge an eternal fact.
Security officials say a Russian-linked hacker group called Ransom House has posted data it claims to have stolen from Nichirei on the dark web. The data may include personal information on employees and business partners, plus corporate system accounts. Nichirei suffered unauthorized access on July 13th, causing logistics problems, but operations returned to normal about 10 days later.
A fake image believed to have been altered by artificial intelligence is spreading on social media. It uses a newspaper photo of a man whose home was completely destroyed in the magnitude 7 Kumamoto earthquake in July. The altered image shows him making a peace sign in front of his home.
次はビジネス関連のニュースです。
Japan's central bank released opinions from its July 30th and 31 policy meeting. Several members warned that inflation could rise above the 2% target. Some said rate hikes should speed up and could come sooner than markets expect. The bank kept its rate at about 1%. Board member Takada opposed the decision.
The government and local governments held their first meeting on new income-linked benefits and related programs. They discussed how to divide responsibilities. Several local government representatives asked the government to reduce their administrative workload. The meeting was created to work out practical cooperation between national and local authorities as the new benefits are introduced.
In the Wakayama mayoral election, Taro Ozaki, 61, won his first election. Ozaki is an independent newcomer and a former member of the prefectural assembly. The race included 6 candidates, including newcomers and former office holders. Ozaki received 30,215 votes in the announced results.
Japanese stocks rose sharply on Monday morning. The Nikkei 225 briefly recovered to the 67,000 level, with its gain exceeding 1,400 points. By the morning close, it was up 1,324.77 points at 66,931.48. The TOPIX also rose. U.S. stocks had climbed after weak jobs data reduced expectations of a Federal Reserve rate hike.
Japan's current account surplus for the first half of 2026 rose 22.5% from a year earlier, reaching 17.4292 trillion yen. It was the largest first-half surplus since comparable records began in 1985. Larger overseas investment dividends helped. The trade balance posted a surplus of 742.1 billion yen, partly because crude oil imports fell amid Middle East turmoil.
Japanese business bankruptcies exceeded 1,000 in July, marking the second straight month above that level. The total was 6.9% higher than in July last year. Labor shortages were highlighted as a key issue connected to the difficult business environment. The figures show continued pressure on companies across Japan.
A hacker group known as Ransom House may have published personal information from Nichirei on the dark web. The data reportedly includes information about the company's employees and business partners. Security industry sources learned of the publication on August 10th. The group claimed the information was stolen in a cyber attack against the company.
Prime Minister Takaichi held a news conference in Nagasaki. She again said she would refrain from making predictions about how the 3 non-nuclear principles will be written in revisions to 3 security-related government documents. She also explained that Japan is a country party to the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty, or NPT.
In Okinawa's gubernatorial election, set for September 13th, the Prefectural Election Board judged 367 posters and campaign flags illegal under the Public Offices Election Act. The items displayed the names of 4 planned candidates. On August 10th, the board ordered people involved to remove them.
では、スポーツニュースをお伝えします。
At the National High School Baseball Tournament, Yokohama defeated Okinawa Shogaku 7-2 in the first round. Yokohama starter Oda pitched until 2 outs in the 9th inning. He allowed 6 hits, struck out 12, and gave up 2 runs. His fastest pitch was 154 kilometers per hour. Kobayashi recorded the final out.
Yuki Kawamura is entering his 3rd season of trying to play in the NBA. The 25-year-old player has signed a contract to take part in the Clippers training camp. The Clippers are the team that Rui Hachimura belongs to. Kawamura will continue his NBA challenge with the team during the camp.
At the National High School Baseball Tournament, Nichiren Gakuin of Miyazaki beat Maitoku Gijuku of Kochi 2-1 with a walk-off win. The game was the first contest on the tournament's 6th day. It was also Miyazaki's first Koshien victory in either spring or summer during the Reiwa era.
At the Under-20 World Championships in Eugene, Oregon, Taiki Godo of Kyoto's Rakinen High School finished 2nd in the men's 400-meter hurdles in 49.23 seconds. Naoya Inoue was 4th in the pole vault. Japan's men's 400-meter relay team also finished 4th with a time of 39.41 seconds.
Meitoku Gijuku coach Masato Mabuchi, age 70, suffered a first-round loss at his 40th Koshien appearance. He said he would like to continue coaching for about 2 more years before handing the team to younger leaders. Mabuchi first managed at Koshien in 1991 and won the national championship in 2002.
Lars Nootbaer said his Japanese grandfather, Tatsuji Enokita, died in July. Enokita was the source of Nootbaer's middle name, Tatsuji, and the nickname Tachan. Nootbaer said he was very grateful to his grandfather. He also said playing for Japan in the 2023 World Baseball Classic was a special experience.
Naomi Osaka has reached the quarterfinals of the National Bank Open Tennis Tournament. In the women's singles fourth round in Toronto, Osaka defeated Canada's Leylah Fernandez 6-4, 6-4. Osaka won both sets by the same score and advanced to the final 8. The match was played on August 9th.
Hideki Matsuyama finished 7th at a men's golf event on the United States Tour. The final round was held in North Carolina on August 9th. Matsuyama began the day in 11th place and improved his total score to 14 under par. He finished the tournament in 7th place.
Los Angeles Dodgers hitter Shohei Ohtani went hitless in 4 at-bats against the Arizona Diamondbacks. He came to the plate in important scoring chances, but could not get a hit. The Dodgers lost the game and lost 2 of 3 games in the series. In the previous game, Ohtani's RBI infield single had ended the team's 7-game losing streak.
続いて、国際ニュースです。
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has rejected a 15-point roadmap for the second phase of the Gaza peace plan. He said Israel will not withdraw its forces until Hamas is truly disarmed. Israel and the United States are still discussing the plan, but Netanyahu's rejection highlights the difficulty of carrying it out.
Iran has announced 6 conditions for reopening the Strait of Hormuz. They include compensation from the United States for war damage, an end to sanctions, the withdrawal of U.S. forces from around Iran, and the release of frozen assets. Iran says the strait will remain closed until all conditions are accepted.
American media reports that President Donald Trump has hinted to close aids at a possible way to end the Iran crisis without a nuclear agreement. If Iran completely reopens the Strait of Hormuz to shipping, Trump may declare victory and seek to bring the situation to an end.
Russia's military invasion of Ukraine is continuing. Russian and Ukrainian forces are still fighting in various parts of Ukraine. Developments on the battlefield, along with diplomatic moves by Ukraine, Russia, and other countries, are being followed throughout August 10th, Japan time.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky believes North Korea has decided to send between 30,000 and 50,000 soldiers to Russia. He also said the soldiers are expected to receive all kinds of equipment from Russia. Zelensky presented this view while calling attention to the situation surrounding Ukraine.
In July 2026, China's Navy test-fired one strategic ballistic missile from a nuclear-powered ballistic missile submarine into the Pacific. The missile carried a dummy warhead and reached its planned area. The article says the Navy's role is significant as China's 2024 Pacific missile launch was conducted by the Rocket Force.
Taiwan's representative in Japan, Li Ai-yang, did not attend a peace ceremony in Nagasaki. Taiwan said the city placed his seat outside the diplomatic area and protested what it called an insult to Taiwan's dignity. Taiwan also said many Taiwanese people died in the atomic bombings. A local official attended instead.
A boat overturned near Liberty Island in New York. A 27-year-old mother and her 5-month-old baby died. 12 of the 14 people on board were rescued and were not seriously hurt. Police arrested the captain on suspicion of negligent, dangerous conduct. Authorities are investigating possible overcapacity and safety permits.
The U.S. ambassador said support should be provided without hesitation to areas affected by the disaster. Drinking water is being delivered to Kumamoto from 2 U.S. bases. The water is intended to help people in the disaster-hit region as recovery efforts continue.
続いて、文化・芸能ニュースをお伝えします。
Two members of the idol group West, Daiki Shigeoka and Takahiro Hamada, announced their marriages on the 9th. Their agency said both women are private citizens. Shigeoka also announced the birth of a child he called the birth precious, while Hamada thanked fans and promised to continue working sincerely as a member of West.
Mrs. Greenapple announced a summer break of about 1 month, starting August 10th. Their agency asked fans to respect the members' private time if they see them in public. The break follows a very busy period of releases and awards. The group plans to release a new full album on September 30th and begin a fan club tour.
4 popular voice actors will appear in the new movie from the Odoru de Susasin series, scheduled for release on September 18th. Fumihiko Tachiki, Kenjiro Suda, Tomokazu Seiki, and Kenji Nojima will play top National Police Agency officials. They will gather around the series' familiar round table for an important meeting scene, combining tension with comedy.
Model Mayu Kitazawa, 26, announced that doctors found a glioma, a type of brain tumor, and that she had brain surgery. She said she had almost no symptoms, and the tumor was found during a checkup done as a precaution. After taking several months off for treatment, she said the surgery was successful and she is gradually returning to work.
The music duo Yuzu will release a live version of Ikue online on August 14th. The song was created to pass on memories of the Great East Japan earthquake. All profits will be donated to recovery efforts after the Kumamoto earthquake on July 28th. The recording comes from their July concert at Yokohama Arena.
Tokushima City's famous Awa Odori Dance Festival begins on August 11th. The dance started in Tokushima and has been loved for more than 400 years, although its exact origin is uncertain. Today, festivals are also held at more than 30 locations in Tokyo, Saitama, and Kanagawa. Groups of dancers are called ren.
Singer-songwriter Tsuyoshi Nagabuchi announced that his concert in Kumamoto will take place as scheduled on August 18th. The concert will be held at Kumamoto Castle Hall. After the recent earthquake, he expressed sympathy for victims and thanked those helping the affected areas. Part of the concert profits, along with donations, will support recovery efforts.
The animated movie Chiyakawa reached 3.5 million viewers and 5 billion yen in box office earnings within 14 days of its July 24th release. Its limited theater gifts are also highly popular. The second gift, special stickers, led to many sold-out screenings on August 8th. Resale listings and suspected fake products also appeared online.
The comedy duo Tenjiku Nezumi, which announced its breakup on January 1st, will enter the King of Conte 2026 quarterfinals on August 13th as former Tenjiku Nezumi. Both members had been working alone. Because the members are unchanged, their previous results and seed status remain valid. Their unusual reunion may turn their breakup itself into part of the joke.
今日のニュースは以上です。最後までお付き合いいただき、ありがとうございました。おやすみなさい。